Question is, what kind of cop are you?
So let's see. So I like very vaguely remember anything that's happening in the story. So we could either do like a silly guy, or
Well, he's gonna be silly.
or we can try and make him like kind of like play a real detective kind of mode. Like what do you think would be more
I think you
enjoyable?
should pick the goofy options.
The
That's what I
goofy
think.
option.
That's how
So
I
what do you
think.
think would be the best for that then? The sensitive guy?
Well, why don't you create your own? Why don't you create your
Create
own?
my own? Sure.
Just revert all those to one. See what you think. What?
So,
How do you think? What best describes you? You know.
oh, am I making myself here?
Yeah, you gotta. I mean,
Okay.
he's gonna be a bit different from you in the game. But what do you think?
Of course. Let's see. My musculature, I would say that it's average. Maybe weak. You know? I mean average could be fair. You know, I'm not like I have to work a physical job. Um how emotionally intelligent am I? Maybe like weak, I guess. I don't know.
I'd say weak.
In my intellect, I would say it's good. You know,
Yeah,
I've got a good intellect. And then maybe like that, I've got some average motorics.
that's probably fine.
Pretty good. I'm kind of an average guy.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the fun part.
Oh,
What's your
interesting.
signature skill?
So I had to pick one of these
Yeah, you're gonna pick one of these. Wait, first guess which one do you think I picked? What do you think I would pick out of these?
for yourself.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think I thought was the most interesting?
Well, the most interesting, or like what you would pick for, like if you were choosing for yourself. I mean, like,
It's the same thing, really.
okay. I'm thinking somewhere maybe an intellect.
That's right. That's right.
Let's see, logic, encyclopedia. Call upon all your knowledge.
There's also a more detailed info thing there if you want to read a little paragraph about each of them.
Oh, I see. Let me just get the little overview here. Play the actor. Lie and detect lies. I feel like you chose this one.
That's right. You got it. I live for the drama. The drama.
You're such a drama queen. Understand creativity. See art in the world. That could be funny.
You love conceptual art, don't you?
I just like the idea of him like looking around and being like, "Oh, there's kind of some art within this thing."
There is a whole art pop thing you can do in the game.
Oh, really? That could be really
Yeah.
funny.
That's really
Should I go for that then?
Sure, why not? What's the what's the whole info thing about conceptualization?
Yeah, let's see. Cool for creative psychedelic fanciers and critics. Conceptualization has a special role it wants you to play in this world. Not the role of a cop, but of art cop. It enables you to make fresh associations, to delve into world concepts from Jean Carp's postmodernist carpery to Revonshaw's arabesque architectural style. Didderidada? Didderidada? I don't know what that is.
It's
And he,
honestly like a Dadaism
oh, I
spoof, I
see.
guess. Yeah.
Concept of hardcore, and then importantly to add your own contribution to these works. At high levels, conceptualization makes you go big, perhaps too big. It is ostentatious, demanding grand displays. Why live life when you can throw yourself into a live volcano? At low levels, however, you'll be unable to see the world in a creative light. You'll be unable to contribute to our conversations in an art gallery. Only boring people will invite you to their dust parties.
Well, you don't want to be boring, dude.
Chorus. I think that makes the most sense for me. I could also see logic, because I like to be logical, but I just think conceptualization would be funny. I like the idea of being an art cop.
Yeah, hell yeah. And so it begins.
The furries are at home in the mirror. It is their address. Even the clearest water, if deep enough, can drown.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
This is great.
Ever. Never, ever.
Never, ever, ever?
Never, ever, ever, baby.
This guy's voice is great. Keep on non-existent.
And an inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
That was something about X, what?
An awareness pops up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle. Soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. Bloated and shameful. All of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
I want to know about this X something.
Ex-love, ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the lost. Not after all the damage you've suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyss of pelagic zone.
Allons-y. Never let me go. No, I want to get up. I like the pain and the burning light and wanting things from people who don't give them to me. Allons-y.
Alright, nothing down to fuck all, borough.
A return trip to the silence, please.
Do you want me to upgrade that to a one-way trip, sir?
Don't stop, keep singing. Sing me the song of death.
The song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere in the sore, bloated man meat around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
Mother, help me. There's a head attached to my neck and I'm in it.
The stench of liquor rises
It's a
from
good
your
looping
mouth.
system impression.
And with it,
An ungodly headache.
Help! Someone cut my head off. It's trying to murder the rest of me.
a fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound. A clarion call from hell.
Somehow, you know what it is. A caprice can name a motor carrier.
That's impressive. What a fire intro.
I mean, this is what it's like when you wake up every morning, right?
Of course. Yeah, this looks like my first apartment.
Yeah.
Magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty. Let's get going.
No time to waste in here. Oh yeah, remember you can hold shift to highlight stuff too. Or shift or control? Or
Tab.
tab.
The game was like, let me just tell you what it is.
Yeah.
I need some water.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Hot water sprays from the base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
Really? Nothing?
Really, all recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions.
Really? Nothing?
Really, all recollection
That's the same thing.
as you slowly
Yeah.
reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
Maybe I should touch my face first, just to make sure there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it.
What's wrong?
Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin.
At least my tongue is okay.
It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers.
I'm sorry.
Bet you are. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you.
I'm scared. I want to stop doing this.
Don't be scared. It's only your face. It's not like anyone's going to see it.
Wipe the mirror.
Beautiful man.
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
I look like a living corpse, but, you know, other than that.
Well,
You have
kind of.
no idea who this thing is, do you?
I think I'm some kind of superstar.
It appears you're also dead. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why?
I think it's because I might be a superstar.
Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
Okay.
Oh my god. You can't stop. It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
I think it's supposed to look suggestive. I'm afraid it's meant for the
Please
ladies.
promise yourself you are not going to try it on any of the ladies. Whatever happens.
I promise.
You liar. You can't even tell the truth to yourself. Go ahead. Try something.
So good that they have to lie. So yeah, the white checks, you may as well try them because if you level up that stat later, you'll get to retry them.
It's too late. Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it. Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
Let the mirror be. Grab my shirt. Nice. What is this? It's a door.
A locked door.
Get my jacket.
A disco ass blazer.
Flare cut trousers.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants.
Fish 'em out.
It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium key ring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Very important. Ooh, a shoe. A single shoe.
Yeah.
Got a tie up here.
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb.
Come
A
on.
horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the plates.
Remember that sometimes, like, when you pick the...
You reach out to grab
tie.
the tie. But what's this?
You'll figure it out.
Diffuse, radiating chest pain. Doom comes over you.
Grab my chest.
This is bad. Feels like sharp stones grinding in your chest and keeping you from moving. For quite a long time.
Uh-oh.
Still ongoing. Now is a good time to start worrying. Finally, the pressure recedes.
Oh,
You
that's
find
nice.
yourself covered in cold sweat and trying not to move, hoping it will keep you from dying.
A lot of people pick one physique and instantly die here.
A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain.
God.
The lights are off. The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now.
The way I can still fail it.
You swoop up
Oh,
and
yeah.
catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. What you have in your hand is a truly hideous tie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
Beautiful.
Let's look at some of these items that we got here. Specifically the necktie. We gotta read that.
The necktie is adorned with a garish pattern. It's disturbingly vivid. Somehow you feel as if it would be wrong to ever take it off. It's your friend now. You will betray it if you change it for some boring scarf. That's funny. This is a pretty wicked necktie.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. If I were you, I would not take it off ever.
I will keep it on. The other shoe. Where's that other shoe?
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Easy visual
The
calculus.
shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Did I break it with my own hands?
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent.
What did this then?
More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
Wait, what am I doing?
Something you've done before.
It's just the size of the
It is
impact.
too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. The single green shoe you found fits the hole almost as well as your foot. It would have also been heavy enough if thrown with force. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you could still find the other one on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room.
Maybe it wasn't me.
You mean someone else took your shoe off and smashed the window with it? This person also forced the drinks on you.
I don't need anyone.
The window agrees. Its cracked smile is cold and sparkly.
I guess I gotta go get my shoe.
Good God.
$0.40.
40 real. Oh, 0.40 real.
Louis Real. Gusty, briny wind washed yourself for you.
There they both are. 2 identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet,
Beautiful.
like 2 baby crocodiles.
How do they fit?
Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
Oh yeah, you can look at your quest book there too. Your tasks. So those are things that you haven't finished yet. And,
Nice. Dizzy. Oh, jeez.
He's having a rough day.
Having a rough time. Let's talk to this babe.
Hello, officer.
The
See
young
a
woman
woman,
raises
and they
a
call her
cigarette
babe.
to her lips.
Klasj. Raises a cigarette to her lips.
Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than
I love
28.
these portraits. They're really nice.
A silver jumpsuit falls off her like scale armor, sparkling. This is the sparkle of too many nights out on the city.
So there's a thought that you probably wouldn't have gotten
Mm.
if you hadn't put so many points into conceptualization.
Officer? Am I military personnel?
No.
Why'd you call me an officer?
Because you're a police officer, sir.
You're shitting me.
I'm not. Unless you've been shitting us all this time.
All this time?
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
What business is that?
Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Okay, so a red check, you want to be careful. You can only try it once, so you might want to try saying other things, and it might make it easier or harder.
Let's see. Why don't I remember being a cop or anything else?
Could it be because of the drinking?
Oh, that didn't help. Who in their right mind would let me be an officer of the law?
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
I should get going now.
Of course. Be careful,
You didn't try the red
officer.
check.
They don't like the police around here.
Wouldn't it be bad if I failed or something?
No, you want to fail in this game. Failures are like the most interesting part of
Something
the game.
stirs in you
Got
as she's
it.
about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's like you said the words a million times before. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Before you go, I have some questions for you.
Yes?
Is it 51 now?
It's 51.
What century?
The current century?
What's that? What number?
Centuries don't have numbers. They have names.
How
And
many,
this is the current one.
how many centuries have there been then?
Civilization has existed for 8,000 years.
8,000 years. That's so funny. What's so
You're
funny?
right. There is nothing funny about civilization.
Where exactly is here?
You're in a hostel, sir.
Oh, where are we? Where in the world?
We are in Revachol.
Revachol.
Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under foreign occupation. Half a century after a failed world revolution, she is central to our moment in time.
Should that mean something to me?
You sure look like you're from Revachol. Revachol parties.
Her accent suggests she is not from around here. She's from Aranier, another part of the world.
What do they have against the police here?
The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city.
Your room is right next to mine. Did you hear anything last night?
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music.
Have any visitors?
I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here.
Loud disco music?
Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them.
Oh, that. Yeah. Whoa. The less said about OO, the better.
Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
Mostly just gets hard, doesn't it?
It would appear so. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped and there was a change of pace.
What happened?
A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, you were yelling along to it.
So singing this?
Yes, there was a church in there. A really small church. Like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. And also,
What else?
that it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a wounded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
When you say wounded, do you mean that in a cool way, like a wild beast?
Yes. It was very cool.
It's impossible to say whether she's being sarcastic or really means it.
What happened?
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
That's so me. What did I do?
A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
Please tell me there wasn't anything else.
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then, around 4 or 5. And that was it.
You can leave now.
Glad to have been of assistance.
Successful interrogation.
Well done. I like this Eusterian. right
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it.
Am I a smoker?
Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jerome.
The gnome of Jerome? Is that?
Especially when
Everyone
you
knows
look at
the
that
gnome.
juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette.
Does that get brought up later?
Still smoldering deliciously.
Well, actually, I can look that up.
Or is that like a real thing?
In
How
reality,
very
I don't think this
astute.
is real.
This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that. A carton. Make sure they're all healthy and
Oh
able-bodied.
my god.
Then smoke them all.
There are 18 mentions of the
Good.
gnome in
They'll
this
make
game.
you stronger,
Really?
better.
Oh.
You're
They
too
bring it up.
old to be cool now. But find cigarettes, smoke them, blam. Instantly a cool renegade. A mystical red dragon with smoke rising from his nostrils.
So true.
Plus, smoking them gives massive bonuses.
Nice, dude.
It definitely doesn't hurt you at all. And I can tell you what happens if you fail that red check that you didn't do.
Oh, sure. What happens?
Your guy says, "I want to have fuck with you."
What does she say to that?
She laughs at you, and then she brings it up a couple times later too to
That's,
make fun of you.
that's funny. So it's the winter. Let's see.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast oceanic soul,
My soul. My soul is immense.
utterly, and it needs to be heard through a PA system by other people.
What should I sing when it comes to it?
You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. I thought it was obvious.
Guys, they're really gonna gauge on my soul with that one.
Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic, small church song.
Okay.
Who's laughing now? No one.
I should have sang that song when we did karaoke at that
The one
bar.
upstairs is
Yeah, you
destroyed.
did.
It's so funny. If I was in my right mind, I would have sang some depressing song. Let's see.
Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. See if it works.
Let's talk to this asshole.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down at you.
Are you the bartender?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
He's very animated all of a sudden. This seems like a touchy subject.
Oh, you look like a bartender.
That period of my life is over. Not everyone who stands behind a counter is a bartender, okay? I'm the cafeteria manager.
What's the difference?
I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in.
How'd Sylvie go?
She just, you know.
His eyes dart from left to right. This man isn't lying, but he is hiding something.
She just what?
So now you're a cop. Forget it.
Are you the bartender?
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of his wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. This is the Great Skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola, the part of the world you are in right now.
That's the Great Skua, right?
Look, your buddy is over there.
Doesn't even want to talk to you.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
What do you mean, my buddy?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Alright, I get the message. Huh.
Hello, sweetie.
Cryptozoologist's wife.
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
Oh my
A
god.
speckled man in an orange
Kim
bodysuit
Kitsuragi.
is tapping his foot
There
on
he
the
is.
floor. Looks like he's waiting for
The
someone.
man we all know and love.
You. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting.
Of course I will shake your hand.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
I should
You
let me kiss
realize
his hand.
he's waiting for your name.
Okay, I mean, this is your
This is
trademark
my
thing.
trademark thing.
Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
It's not time yet. It's not time yet.
You
Okay,
don't
then.
get time.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise.
You mean him? Yeah, just talk to him.
If you don't mind, we can talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
Yes, the police. I'm aware. I'm a policeman.
Right. And the interviews?
What interviews?
At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice.
I haven't.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Dead body?
Mm-hmm.
Look, man, you know, yeah.
Does that mean the body is no longer in the tree?
No.
So, the body is still in the tree.
Yeah, each of those options won't bring you anywhere. You eventually have to say no.
That's
This
funny.
is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
What if I told you I'm not really a police officer?
We all feel that way. There is no such thing as a police officer, I'm afraid. What remains is that there is a dead body in the tree. Someone has to figure out who put it there. If we don't, no one else will.
And then, soon after, dead bodies would be dangling from all the trees.
But first, we have to take it down.
How can you be so sure I'm from the police?
I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the citizens' militia on your sleeve and on your back.
This
I
guy's
suppose
good.
you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General.
Inspectorate General means internal affairs. What he's saying is he's not from the Rat Squad and isn't supposed to suspect such things.
Ah, you mean the Rat Squad?
No need for derogatory terms. They're only doing their job.
You mean these white rectangles?
Yes,
They're just white rectangles.
they are not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Revachol West. I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage, but again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job.
Shouldn't I have a badge or something?
You mean you don't have a badge?
This is an important choice. Do you want to lie to Kim? Do you want to deceive him?
It was not on me when I woke up.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I would advise you to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down should still take precedence.
Let's roll.
After you, officer.
Out of the way. Police business.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching.
Unimpressive beard.
He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41.
Okay. I mean, the thing your thought said before was the
Yeah.
golden orange thing. But you could say anything.
What's gold and orange like a forest fire, but smells like liquor?
Are you kidding me?
Kim was about to say something. Let him.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you
it
have
is a
a
bar.
number?
So you're a bartender.
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock.
I live in
Sometimes
Jamrock.
come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
I thought he managed 3.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective,
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions.
Oh, what, who, me?
I have everything. You?
No, I'm good.
The body was behind the building, right? How do we get there?
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
And how do we get there?
See that door there? Go out and turn right. There's a big hole in the fence. No need for a key. Just go through that hole and you'll be in the courtyard.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
I have to try this.
But sometimes the other options will like prevent you, and sometimes they won't, right? Like you could probably ask and still be able to do that.
What's real?
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
By real, do you mean some form of street cred?
No, you don't owe me street cred. You owe me money. You owe this establishment 130 real.
But what exactly is money?
What are you, a philosopher?
Actually, I might be.
Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
Interesting. Where do I get it from?
Are you serious? From your work? I don't know. You can take bribes, I guess. I'm sorry. I don't think cops can take bribes.
Some do take recompense, but only to survive.
He said, I don't think cops can take bribes, but it only says, I don't think cops take bribes here.
Oh my god, what an oversight.
This game's bad.
What were they thinking?
Is this money?
Yes, it is.
That's 10 plus 10 plus 20 equals 40. I need to keep it down to 90, right?
No, you see, that's 40 cents. Cents are a form of currency 100 times smaller than the real. I'm not even going to take this. Come back when you have 130 real.
But that's horrible.
It is.
Isn't it evil? The order of magnitude between what is asked of a person and what they have.
Darkness rides.
It does.
Such a funny thing to say.
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber.
You're under arrest. What happens now?
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
Fuck this place. I'll take my chances on the streets. I don't have a home. I don't remember where my home is.
Officer, you really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them. Ask for assistance. We have to get this investigation started now.
Good luck.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
I don't remember.
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
Up on Marble Hill. I don't know. Near south, maybe.
You don't really know, do you?
I have a vague blackened image.
A vague blackened image doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
Trace my way back somehow. Exact street, exact number on the building.
You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
Oh my god, you just got a thought.
A thought. Should I internalize it?
Well, let's read it. What is it?
Let's rewind. Let's trace your drunken steps back home. Jump across the raised channel bridge southwest of here. Follow her. Get up. Get off the asphalt in 20 minutes. Shuffle your feet through the courtyard, scaring little children. Go into the great raised motor track, the 881, until you reach Le Domaine Eminent in North Jamrock. The streets are frozen this time of year, caked with ice. Walk down Main to Perdition. There's a side alley there, and your footprints in the mud.
You slipped into your poetry cadence there.
It seems cool.
It gives you +1 encyclopedia while you're internalizing it, too.
Let's do it. What's this, son?
counter rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
He might have something to say.
I gotta see the backyard first. I'm wasting Kim's time.
Yeah.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
What kind of vehicle drove through here?
Hard to say. Your vision is blurred and you're having difficulty concentrating thanks to your relentless hangover.
Why am I looking at this?
Cop habit. You look at everything. This isn't case related, you think. No. These tracks aren't interesting at all. Let the street sweeper just sweep them away.
Oh, these little turds.
That old worm.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white
Oh
eyes.
boy.
The face around
Here
him
we
does
go.
not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath.
Look down.
A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils.
God, what is that? Why is it so bad?
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cock's gonna blow, Kuno!
Oh boy.
The smell is repulsive. It
You'll be
pushes in
fine.
from your mouth. More.
Uh-oh. Oh, I needed that. You know, get that alcohol out of my system.
Yeah.
Too late. It's impossible to keep in. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst.
Burst by burst.
Until a pool of vomit lies under your feet, and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
Oh, God.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it.
Thanks.
The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
Think ammonia would help?
If you can handle the headache. Some officers use it to deal with cadaverine odor.
I don't need that shit. Where do we get ammonia from?
There is Frit nearby, east of the hostel. They usually have a small apothecary. If they don't, there's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the whirling in rags. If she works here, she might have something for the smell.
Pretty clever.
Alright. So this is the first, like, white check where it's like, okay, you have to be able to do that again to proceed.
Yeah. Got magnesium.
Yum.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack.
Why am I looking at this pile of roofing material?
Because it's
No.
nice and orderly.
Oh my god.
Well-laid pallets. Ease rhythmic pattern. Calms your mind.
Heals your morale, though.
Mammals
That's
like
nice.
this stuff.
Yeah, see, sometimes failures can be good. Sometimes it can be good.
Fuck the police.
Just the hip hop group.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
You sound surprised.
We don't see a lot of police around here. That's all.
I have some questions for you.
Of course. What can I help you with?
My partner told me you have some ammonia. Can I have some?
Sure. I'm done with it. Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache.
Why were you using it? Were you near the body?
Yeah, she's the gardener.
What is this fuck the police business?
Excuse me?
Sign says fuck the police.
Oh. Well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here.
Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you.
Okay.
Directions.
Since the street sign's messed up? Okay. What do you need?
Where am I?
What do you mean?
This is Revachol, right?
Yes, sir. District of Martinez. This intersection is called Roundabout North.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
What's up north?
There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really.
What's in the east?
The harbor gate. Some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. A fleet store, too.
Look at all those T's. Jesus.
Yeah, there's 3 T's.
What's in the south?
Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Some kind of accident, probably.
It's on the other side of the canal.
Just coast. There's a little fishing village there, and a fish market. But that got closed down ages ago.
What's in the west?
It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach.
That's all for now.
No problem.
I have to run.
Of course. I won't hold you back.
Alright. Now you've got the ammonia, which should just give you +1 just for having it, I think.
I assume it might like come up in like a dialogue option or something.
Yeah, actually look at the map section there. So you see that it's open again. You can try it.
Ah, very nice.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
A lot of options.
This button looks new, but someone has removed the name card. Nothing happens when you try to ring it.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
Silence. No one answers your call. Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. They don't want to talk to you. Silence. No one answers the doorbell. Silence. No one's home. You hear static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has picked up the receiver, but isn't saying anything.
Anyone there?
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric.
What the hell?
Have you come to place an order?
She sounds almost antique, as if her voice was being played off an old wax cylinder. A receiver must not be working properly.
That was gone Slipstream SCA.
My God.
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
Sorry?
It's you. Oh my God. I didn't think I would hear your voice.
What the fuck is going on?
It's a woman, and she knows you. Your heart beats faster. Who
That's
cares
real.
that you don't remember her? Just go along with it.
Yeah, it's me. Here I am. Calling back into your life.
Michelle, just please.
Michelle?
Michelle, my bell?
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
Of course I care. It's just that I've been going through some tough time.
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
It's so nice.
Just like her ghost.
It's so nice to be able to finally forget.
Forget about what?
She sounds like she's about to cry.
Oh God, please don't cry.
She doesn't answer.
What's so nice about forgetting?
Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay.
I get it. You don't want to talk to me. No one ever wants to talk to me.
Passes by. It's getting cold standing here, staring at the silent call box.
It must have been some kind of faulty wiring. We should maybe stop playing with it.
Fuck!
The number sign on the keypad terminates the call.
Good.
12
Oh, I
main
could try
paths
this
on
again.
the call box read.
Yeah, it's a volition check to try it again.
Let me just try these other ones first.
Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. But you wait for a minute or two, but all you get from the call, you ring the doorbell. All you hear is you ring the doorbell. What an ominous name for a hair salon. Doesn't bode well for anyone's hair. An off-key melody starts playing after you ring the doorbell.
Oh?
Then a woman picks up the receiver.
Kuno, please stop calling me here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games.
You don't even know Kuno yet.
I don't. Who's Kuno? This is the police. Please open the door.
Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I thought you were... But the doorbell is broken, and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore. So I can't help you. Please don't call here again. Thanks.
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead. You hear the same waiting room music, but no one picks up. No, hold on. The last thing you need in your life is more hysteric emotions. Forget it. Find something else to do.
Kim just like standing here while I'm like having this phone call.
Just pressing every button on the door.
The very patient man.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now. The ammonia only makes
Oh my
it
God.
worse.
Oof.
The combination forces tears out of your ducts. You manage to keep it in once. The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Nice. I don't want to be a cop anymore.
Get a hold of yourself. I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder.
I kind of want to solve something else now. This is fun. Gotta keep it in a cop my whole life.
I've seen captains puke their guts out. It never gets easier. You never get used to the smell. Every Monday is cadaver day. Throw up, investigate. Throw up, initial autopsy. Throw up, baguette.
Baguette?
Then drive to the station. Maybe throw up on the way there if you didn't bag the thing tight enough.
You seem to be fine.
I think I've lost my sense of smell.
A white lie.
Wow.
Not being hungover helps too.
Oh wait, Kim isn't white.
Can we solve something else?
That's probably a good idea. Clear our heads. But before we can do that, you need to get your shit together.
I don't want to get my shit together.
Then the world will turn away from you and leave you behind.
Okay.
We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do
Volumetric
while
shit
doing
compressor.
It's pretty bad right now. Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have another go.
Yeah. So most players have to do this thought, unless they have like really good endurance.
Mm-hmm.
Take a peek.
Can I do them both at the same time?
Yep. Here, let me read this one for you.
Yeah.
Your shit is apart, and it's rather unbecoming of a cop and a human being. It's supposed to be the opposite of that, together, compressed in a small area. To achieve a solid level of shit compression, squeeze your butt cheeks together for 30 minutes. Do something similar with the two hemispheres of your brain. Talk to people, maybe that will help. Yeah, and that's like the fastest slot too, only 30 minutes.
Oh wow.
Which, you know, the time just passes as you say things, right?
Got it.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
Oh yeah, never gumpy, Kuno.
Kuno ass. Hey kid, a word. Police business.
Right in the dick, Kuno. Get him right in the dick.
Love it in the dick.
Whoa, Kuno.
Boy is
Whoa,
sweating
whoa.
profusely.
So we're on Twitch,
His eyes
Kuno.
are like two black holes, and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body.
Oh, what does that mean?
The kid is obviously high.
Oh. Hey, stop getting high at my crime scene.
Kuno, yeah, right in the mouth hole.
Shits himself.
The rake, Kuno. You should throw the rake at him, Kuno.
The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno is not a gardener.
You
School.
want to hang out? I'm not a narc. It's so funny. Kid siblings?
The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno. Says we're fucking each other.
Like, I got questions for you.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
Where's a Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno, pig.
It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly, the kid's using the third-person perspective as a shield.
He's an Iliast.
Oh, that's right. I remember that word. Iliast. Are you referring to yourself in the third person?
The fuck are you calling a third person? Kuno's the fucking first person.
Watch out, Kuno. He's trying to fiddle you. He's gonna put his hands on you. Help! Pig's got Kuno. Help! Ray!
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
Nah, I'm just gonna leave.
Yeah? Get out of here before the Kuno beats the shit out of you.
Like, he's punking you.
I'm totally getting
Boy,
punked right
drag
now.
your fat ass out of here, fat boy, before Kuno fucks you.
Bang! Got fucked by the Kuno.
The way I could have died from that, that's so funny.
Come back.
Yes?
I can't remember anything.
No response. He just arches his brow.
Now's the time to come clean to him.
He's having trouble processing it, believing it even.
I feel like I must repeat this. I don't remember anything. There's heavy drinking involved.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is
my
a
God.
sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
Can you help me?
Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation.
Got a task.
Fine.
Focus on other people's troubles, not your own. That is a relief.
Alright, forget
A
it.
moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his wrist.
Nothing. Alright, let's go find some people
Is
to
there
talk
anything else
to.
to investigate around here?
Around here? Oh, there's this trash can.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags.
I'm not looking at you, trash container. You're just a trash container.
The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
How do we get the lock open?
We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or...
Or?
Or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
He might also have information. This is better than the pry bar idea.
I love how the trumpets just activate every time you walk past there. It's good.
Can I help you?
Trash container out back yours?
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
I don't know what this feeling is.
Prod at him and find out.
Doesn't it seem callous to you, guarding your leftovers from the poor?
Callous? What are you? Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The Whirling in Rags is not special in that regard.
Krasmazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and a historical materialist. He was a leading figure on the Grad side of the Centennial Revolution, where he headed the 9-day government.
What?
Mazov is considered the father of scientific communism, Mazovian thought, or Mazovianism.
You mean 9-day?
I mean, yeah, 9/11, whatever, same thing. Who do you suppose this guy is based off of?
What, Krasmazov?
Yeah.
Scientific communism? Like Karl Marx?
Yeah, pretty much. He's a combination of a couple people, but yeah.
Maybe I am Krasmazov.
What are we talking about? Was this not about the trash container?
No way. What if I am Krasmazov?
We should return to the case of your mistaken identity at a later time, officer. This was about the trash container.
Need those keys.
What for? Mazov? Are you planning to nationalize my trash container?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
I've seen something at the Whirling Garch that I need to talk about.
What thing?
Mess halls reserved for the Union.
Yes, not the whole damn union. Thank you. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info.
How we find them?
We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later.
What'd you say?
Men get hungry, even striking
Getting
men.
new tasks
It's not
left
today.
and right.
They'll be
Gosh.
here tomorrow.
There are these things called days. You sleep between them. He's saying they'll come after you've slept. Just making clear you got
God, I saw a sign that said I couldn't go into the kitchen. Why can't I go into the kitchen?
What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business.
Maybe I am a cook.
You're not. You're a menace. Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the real cook is working. You can snoop around after that, if you must.
Something else I want to ask about.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the Whirling later.
I want to sing karaoke.
Absolutely out of the question.
Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we
Sad
find this place
banger.
to shit.
That's right.
Your body is ready, sire.
Let's go wake this guy up.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
Pretty long. Let's drink a clock.
Attaboy. It's coming back to him. You had your mesolimbic reward pathway worried there, not thinking about drinking all that time. It was like you weren't yourself.
Hey, you mentioned I do need a rum and lemonade. I love for Gart to serve me up a beverage.
Forget about the bar. Or don't forget about it. You should totally try to get a drink there too. But first,
Oh,
you should lick
God.
that stain off the counter. Yeah, man. Let's get wild. Lick it.
Okay, but only a little.
Calmly, the lieutenant looks out of the window, then to you, licking the tasty rum stain off the counter, but only a little, then out of the window again.
What are you
Oh my
doing?
God.
Investigating.
We should move.
A real drink would go well with those cigarettes you're looking for. That's a great combination. The worker is in a deep slumber. On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine. The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
Very good.
Lieutenant, who is this?
No idea. Looks like he works for Wild Pines, a logistics company who owns and operates the harbor.
But why is he sleeping during the day?
Possibly because there's a strike going on in the harbor. There's not much to do aside from drinking and sleeping.
You gently shake his
Oh
shoulder,
my God.
but nothing happens. This man could probably
I'm on a losing
sit
streak
down
here.
in a ship's engine room.
You failed like 5 in a row.
That means I'll make it where I can. Oh, I should have talked to that lady.
What does she have to say?
You got to say cryptozoologist wife Lena.
Hello, sweetie.
Oh,
I thought so. So it'll trigger once you're done this conversation.
got it.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Does that mean you like me?
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin. But dear, you're not for me. I'm too old and too married besides. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
You seem to be in a chair.
Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height, or a grenade
A
explosion.
grenade. Did you fight in a war?
No, dear. I'm not quite that old, although I was injured in the line of duty.
Are you a tightrope walker?
Nothing so extravagant, dear. Though what young girl doesn't dream of soaring over a crowd?
What'd you do then?
I was a training and development manager at a rapidly expanding mail order shoe company.
Mail order shoe company.
Yeah.
So we're working for Skechers.
You'd think it would be a safe job, but I had to be everywhere. And, well, once I happened to be under some faulty scaffolding.
Yo.
I was lucky. This was almost 20 years ago, and I was compensated exceptionally well. One can only dream of such payoffs nowadays.
I'm sorry. Thanks for clearing that up for me. Let's move on.
No problem.
Just don't even acknowledge that it was rude.
Sweetie needs money. Do sweeties get money?
Oh my God.
How'd you like to roll with me?
Whatever do you mean?
Roll us some cigarettes on Jones. I want you to be my wheelchair partner in fighting crime. Right in the backyards of corpses catching sequence killers.
Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
Kim, of course. I forgot I had you.
Yes, and it seems to me that you do well to stick close to him. He has the look of an upstanding officer of the law, someone you can lean on. And, sweetie, you are looking unsteady. And even if he weren't there, I don't think you'd have much use for me.
What? 3 hits are better than 2?
Thank you, but Martinez isn't the most wheelchair-accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down. Perhaps another time.
Sweetie's got money.
Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial troubles. When do you get your next paycheck?
That's a paycheck.
You must be joking. Although our pay does sometimes feel like a joke.
It's not easy to assert your right to a decent living wage when you don't have a strong union behind you. Maybe you should talk to Everard, the union leader.
Interesting idea. This Everard sounds powerful. Maybe you can wrangle some coins out of his pocket.
Right.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry I don't have money for you. If there's anything else I can do for you, just ask.
I gotta go.
Pay yourself to do it, huh?
I could. Oh, I could. The little old lady. I can't do that.
Volumetric ship compressor.
God, this art's sick.
Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today, where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals.
Whoa.
These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not law officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit singularity lasts.
Bonuses. Learner's Week. Unlocked learning cap for endurance raised to 4.
There you go. So it's unlocked, and once you get levels, you can level it up further than before.
Nice. Find booze and drink it. I guess I should try it again then, eh?
Yeah, why not?
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
What's this?
Just the feeling. A warning from some part of you.
Open the lid.
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below. And turbo noodles.
Turbo noodles?
Nothing of note, however.
I wish I had
Among the
turbo
threadbare
noodles.
kitchen towels, something
I haven't
catches
had
your
like
eye.
instant noodles in a
A
while.
pair of denim trousers.
Denim trousers.
As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage.
Don't
a
tell me I
rank,
can
cold
wear
smell
these bad
fills the
boys.
air.
The victim's clothes? Cadaver in odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Drop them in here, officer.
Bag the trousers.
Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or empty. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye.
Reach for
A
it.
drab, long-sleeved shirt,
Oh.
olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
Pus? Ew, dude.
This is a military type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of ribbed-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But
Alright, we should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
Am I supporting?
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked, and his establishment had the key.
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container.
The mug. I'm getting that mug
You
too.
pick out a broken mug with an ugly
Oh,
racist
God.
depiction
This
of
is
the
a good
yellow
one.
man frolicking in saffron,
An antique?
only in its social sensibility.
I'll take it.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
Not interested in the food waste, huh?
That's
What's
one
in the
thing.
food list? It's just gross.
I think we got it all.
Wait, look at the mug in your inventory. Oh, it's interactable too.
This broken-eared mug somehow made its way into the whirling rags dumpster. Depicts a person of a Sumerian descent frolicking in a field of saffron flowers, buck-toothed and grinning feeble-mindedly. Be a cheap knockoff.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not
There's
much.
actually quite a lot to read into here, actually. Look at all that content.
Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage?
So this is an example of a thing where you get to like sort of pick a political ideology to start saying things about, right? Different archetypes you can fall into.
It was just a funny mug. Can't anyone laugh anymore?
So that's the fascist one, right? The traditionalist one.
Denouncing it, I can earn political capital to mask my badass hustling. You fraud of
That's,
hustling.
an ultra liberal kind of thing.
I'm gonna push this into the face of every merchant I find and tell them, this is your inane ideology.
This is your.
This mug is an example of prejudice. I'm gonna use it as an example of what not to do.
Anyway, obviously you don't have to stick to one thing. You can just pick whatever you want, but yeah.
This one seems pretty funny. I like the idea of going to a merchant and like shoving this in their face.
So again, you dug it out of the trash. Why? It wasn't going to offend anyone there. Why don't you just get back to your case? There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
What kind of boots?
Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails all over the yard. Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear?
Tenant, worker boots tracks.
Noted.
Sounds like an actual detective thing. Oh, heal yourself quick.
What do you think you are? A super detective? You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud. No pattern emerges for the time being.
Yeah, so that would have killed you.
So it gives me a chance to live.
Yeah.
Yes?
So now you need to get experience so you can level up and increase endurance. Or wait, you didn't look at the body again.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to do that.
I thought you had done it and failed again. No, you actually didn't.
Let's see. Let's see if I fail 7 times in a row.
It could happen.
There he still is, looking.
Oh, there we go.
through
Come on.
With his, as you breathe
Nice.
in, odor comes over you. It's a smell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it. It's a puzzle. What's hanging in front of you is a puzzle of decaying flesh, tattoos, and tendons.
They always do that.
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enamel boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
Inspect the boots.
The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh.
Ceramic
above the knee.
boots?
The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
These aren't just boots, are they? They're armor.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
What kind of armor is this exactly?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be. Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup.
Sounds fragile.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether. Like whirls of floorboards. The design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials, like lignum vitae and ebony perhaps.
What does this remind me of?
If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-sections would look like. The smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections, peaking on the right sabaton, where you notice. The whirls are in the shape of a letter and number combination, E50, 100, 1000.
It's like there's a serial number on the right sabaton.
Good. Can you read it to me?
A50, 100, 1000.
We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when we're done. Either station can chase it for us.
How could this man afford such expensive hardware?
That's for us to find out. My initial reports on the area suggest he was a security guard for the harbor company. But that's just hearsay.
Pretty advanced for security guard.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
The stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes from above.
Stop!
Stop!
He's gonna pull his head off.
Brutal!
That's a bad idea, isn't it?
You're going to pull his head off.
Do it, homo!
I'm not a homo. Do what?
Pull his head off. There's no point performing an autopsy if you do. We'll have compromised the coroner's case.
Indeed, from this angle, it does look like the neck isn't going to take much more.
Yeah.
Being dead for a week has all but liquefied his muscles.
You like to think
What
he's
are
been
you
pulling
trying
this
to
whole
achieve
time.
anyway? Why are you hanging on to that boot?
This is advanced enemy technology. She can conduct research into their weaknesses. Clues. Might be clues inside the boot.
How many clues do you need? You already found a number. Besides, there's no way you are getting them off. All the organic matter in his body has been flowing down into the boots for 7 days. They are fused to his feet now. Why do you think they are the only thing left on him?
You're sure there's a way to peel them off. But first, the body needs to be down. And second, it would probably be better if the lieutenant wasn't around.
New task.
That'd be dishonorable. Refuse for honor. Sounds like a plan.
The anticipation makes you crack your fingers. Feels nice. Nice and cracky.
Okay, got it.
Processing will take care of them. With the situation in the morgue, it will yield nothing. But we must pick our fights. Should we continue?
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue. The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt, big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under six-rotor airships.
Airships. Yo, what's up, Hale? Ask me how I know this cargo lashing belt is used for airlifting cargo.
Airlifting? I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them.
I don't even know what an airship is.
No, you're right. The harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. They use whatever was on hand here, without paying attention to not incriminating themselves.
So even dock workers in the harbor did it?
The brief suggested as much, politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing?
They might have forgotten to brief me.
Then you should ask me the first moment we get.
Another task.
Another task. How'd they even get him up
A
there?
noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
They climb up the kids' ladder?
That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
Could be. The shape of the branch supports the theory. The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart.
Is this a microelectronic system?
I have only a cursory knowledge of the science of cybernetics. I would not know if it were. But it's not quite complex enough, is it?
Missing something here.
I agree.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
What's that?
A Trigger Sunshine. Mini.
Triggered is the world's leading manufacturer of intercommunication devices, primarily projectors. The camera before you looks familiar somehow.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
Alien technology.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule
Wow,
of
that looks
glass.
so cool.
You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
I assume these are all digitally done.
You mean like how they're painted?
Yeah, I assume it's like digital painting.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably.
It could be real oil or acrylic, but I think it's
In
digital.
case we need it.
Cool machine.
Yes. It is pretty cool, isn't it?
What do we need this photo for?
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter. To us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
Can I have it?
Sure. Just don't lose it.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms.
Look him in the eye.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess.
Tell me, who are you, dead man?
The corpse
No!
is dead
Oh
silent.
my god.
You have no idea why you just said that.
Who is he? He is male, 40 to 50, with an athletic build.
I know
The
Kim. I
corpse
know.
looks right through you as you distance yourself from its stench. Eyes like a shark.
How do we get him
Are you sure
down?
we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver?
Alright,
The
hold on.
cadaver slowly twists on the... As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. This is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem. You can use it to see if the corpse has been tampered with. Does his position at the time of death match the discoloration? Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
Face and hands are pink. Thighs too.
I see it. His neck too. The lividity goes right up his chin. We have good, well-pronounced discoloration here.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
Yummy.
So, what do you
And
think?
Greg.
I think he's dead.
Agreed, especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis supports a hanging.
Seems like a lynching to me.
Everything here seems to corroborate that assumption, but we should still get him down before assigning a probable cause of death.
Something coming out of him.
A pool of blood and feces
Oh,
eaten into the
gnarly.
frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
The fuck he's saying?
Talking about shit.
Oh, what are some of these options? Maybe you went to the toilet sometime before death.
Maybe.
But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils.
Let's get him
He slowly
down.
rotates before you, decomposing.
The steel reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt.
He doesn't actually think the challenge is unique. He thinks it's frustrating, annoying, and harder than he thought.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material.
To shoot him down. Could saw the branch.
Climb up there and saw the branch?
Yeah, it seems dangerous.
There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
Just need a really long saw.
And you can shoot him down.
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How?
Where the buckle ties the rope to the branch, that's a good spot to aim.
Buckle holds the belt together.
Where? Ah, yes, I see. If the shot hits that, there might be a chance to release the belt.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss Kuno!
Wait, let me try.
The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He appears too deep in concentration to even notice what you said.
Let him choose. That's the worst that could happen.
I'll blow his head off.
Blow his head off. You're not aiming at his head.
Take it! Take the shot!
Yeah, take the shot. Kuno wants some of that shit.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, The lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. That's a Kiel A9090 Armistice, mass-produced muzzleloader, ascetic, frugal, one of the most common firearms in the world. He then steps back and assumes the phallostess position. He can take it. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
No.
Idiot!
No.
Asshole!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
It's okay, man.
Kuno's sorry too. Kuno feels sorry for the Beano Cloud.
The lieutenant doesn't say a word, just looks at the gun in his hand.
Try again.
No, we are lucky as it is. We didn't break anything, and the victim remains uncompromised. Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position with the locals. I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
I had help from the harbor.
I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appeared to be suspect in this case. It seemed like a dangerous route to go down.
All right.
But what other options? The corpse twists on the belt like chicken on a skewer.
Come on. Are you afraid to try to shoot him down?
All
It's
right.
bad as it is, us shooting firearms like punks here. Go ahead, I'm not stopping you. Just don't hit the victim.
I'm gonna need your gun for this.
They only have one gun!
Oops.
Oops.
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
Officer, why do we only have one gun?
Remember, I didn't told you I have my badge or uniform at the Iowa Cup. I didn't have my gun either.
That is even more unfortunate than the badge. You need to contact your station about it as soon as possible. Try not to lose this one, please.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana pointer! Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth!
Feel the weight.
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger.
Oh boy.
What are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth!
Point the gun.
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
Okay, so some of these might help you and some of these might make it worse. So
Pointing the gun at Kuno S.
Your field of
They could
view
also be funny.
narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional. The metal buckle glimmers, slick with the falling rain. The corpse slowly rotates. The slow movement of the branch in the wind and your shoulders directing the gun sink up, dancing hypnotically.
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty?
42. Come on! Yeah, baby!
The buckle explodes into tiny pieces, coming loose with a whir. With your hand numb from the recoil, you look at the body slump down. For a moment, the man appears to kneel in front of you, looking straight at you, helpless, trapped within itself.
Who killed you?
Communism.
It takes a millisecond for the association to flash within your cortex. You have no idea where it's coming from, only that it's right. Then the rigor in his muscles gives up, and he smashes sideways into the spring mud, letting out a horrid stench.
You've been policed. You've been policed.
Ace is high.
The ace is high,
Oh.
a custom invented by the aerospace
Imagine leaving him
brigade
hanging.
during the revolution
Couldn't
is
doubt me
used to celebrate success in Revachol, especially in sports. The gesture is spread across the world, despite the defeat of the revolutionaries themselves.
Slap it.
The lieutenant takes a little hop to perform
Easy with
the
thought.
customary salutation. Your palm hurts from the slap. It's precise and down
Aces
to the point.
high.
I knew these guys were.
Deeply approving. He says he likes that, right?
What now? What now?
We will perform a field autopsy and determine the cause of death. But before... Excuse me. It looks like I feel like taking a break from the stench. I'm sorry to interrupt the jubilations here. Just a little breather before we do the autopsy.
Alright.
In the meantime, we should try to interview Evrard Clare, the leader of the Union. Harbor property was clearly used in the hanging. The harbor just east of here. Getting in might prove a challenge, though. Or we could ask around for the representative of the logistics company. My initial information says the Wild Pines have sent some sort of strike negotiator to wrangle control back from Evrard.
You could ask the garden for directions.
Is this the famous list of initial interviews?
Yes. And those were the interviewees. Let's go.
That's pretty cool. I actually haven't seen that before. Usually it takes me like way longer to get the body down because I always miss that job. So like I haven't seen Kim say, we should do something else first. That's cool.
Come here, Kim.
You should probably... There we go. There's an autosave there. Okay, good. Because that's not an easy check to do.
No easy task.
Also, you can shoot Kuno S to get an instant game over.
That's so funny.
Okay, what task next? Oh yeah.
Empathy.
The Insulindian Civil War was not the first war to see the use of aerostatic aircraft on both sides, but it was the longest. For 8 years, folded multi-rotor aircrafts crisscrossed the air above Revachol, Ozone, Face-à-la-Mer, and the Arcade Islands. That sounds awesome.
Yo.
They made sweeps over sandy beaches and shot each other out of the blue sky, and sank as wrecks to the bottom of the sea. The Aces High was a custom on the revolutionary side, performed by squadron mates after landing. Lieutenant Kitsuragi likes it. Why is that?
Gotta internalize that.
You gotta do that one. Also, you got 2 levels from all that stuff.
Oh yeah. Let's level up. And then I think I'm gonna go for lunch.
Alright, so the way this works is you can pick a skill that you like and do that.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could look at the skill things that are closed right now, and when you level up, it opens them again, right?
Wait, what do you mean?
The white checks.
Oh, right. Should I look
if
at
you
that?
take a look at that screen, you can see what you might want to try again.
So, like, electrochemistry.
So, like, which of these, I don't know, which one seems interesting to you?
So there's the set of tracks and the footprints in the dust. Is that a different one?
It's the tire tracks and the footprints are 2 different things.
I wouldn't mind redoing the visual calculus.
Yeah, it could be good.
Because I think that's something that I would do. So let me do that. And then... what's the other one here? Pile of Eternite. I could increase my perception. That's probably like generally useful, right?
Yeah, probably.
Nice.
There you go.
Let me do this one again.
You see a set of tire tracks.
Come on, baby.
The tire tracks were
There
left
you
here
go.
by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message written in the language of burnt rubber.
So crashed, reversed, turned out.
Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles right in front of the whirling rags. This is point A. The driver started there and then accelerated straight into the fence.
What happened next?
The driver proceeded to back out of the yard, barely stopping before hitting the adjacent building. Before heading south, must have been in a hurry.
God drove through the fences.
You are correct. This is a rather motor carriage-friendly city.
Is this connected to the case?
I'm not sure. There are plenty of traffic accidents waiting to happen in Martinez. With a jam right here on the roundabout, I would keep them separate.
You could follow the track south. There seems to be a canal there. See where they went.
I said there was like burnt rubber here somewhere. I guess not. Oh, let me do the other thing up here. Nice soundtrack.
It is quite nice.
There are several footprints in the mud.
Come on,
left
baby.
by wow.
No!
Still not doing it.
Oh my god.
You're bad at this.
Seems really
There's new options here after the second failure.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, right?
Seems really important. Drugs on the scene. I can't read them at all, Lieutenant.
Don't beat yourself down. Neither can I. We'll have another look later.
Okay, let me try this perception over here.
An inconspicuous pile of
Come on.
roofing material. Because
Nice,
there's a
dude.
secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite.
That's
why
why.
they're too orderly. There it is. You see a shabby little door.
You're finding illusory walls already.
Whoa!
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
Indeed.
What's all this then?
What's all this then?
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine.
My God.
The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you. There's a good, vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean.
Someone is taking narcotics here. Perhaps the police should interfere.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However, see that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? The secret path the local kids use.
Very nice.
God, whole secret path.
Yo, a jacket?
He's gonna try to bring you through a whole area. A postcard.
Ill-advised residential area looking over Jamrock Quarter. Oh, that's where I live.
That's where Gart lives too.
Gart, my love.
You know what we should, after we finish this game, we should do a tier list of the characters.
Oh,
Decide
yeah.
how much you like them.
A what? Fire extinguisher?
No stuff. It's a health healing item.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. When the wind ruffles the cloak, you can most definitely see a white rectangle on its back.
You son of a gun! It's a cop's cloak!
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment. You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
I think your subwell fell is slightly lower right now because you're wearing those shoes.
Oh,
So
really?
you could take them off and try. But the other stuff.
What are we doing up here?
I was under the impression we are on our way to meet the king of this castle under siege, Evrard, one of the people we are interviewing. This way, we may be able to get around his henchmen. Or it could be that we are just exploring.
Should I jump?
The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it, Well, it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2 meter stops. Whenever you're ready to do it, I'll be right behind you.
The cloak looks like a bag of goodies floating in the wind. Who knows what its pockets may hide?
I'm just jumping over this ledge, right?
Yeah, I mean, he said it's only like 2 meters, so
The
you'd
wind
probably be fine.
is aggressive.
Maybe you're too
up there.
afraid.
The lieutenant
I think I have my
looks
shoes
at
into
the
it.
enormous crane towering in the distance over the container yard. Then he turns back to the sad piece of fabric flapping in the wind.
It's funny that you've come here before even seeing any of the dock workers like blocking your way. An interesting way to do it.
Gotta keep that on. I gotta take off my pants too.
Yeah, pants and shoes coming off.
All
There's
right.
there's like a few lines near the beginning. If you just don't wear your pants, people will comment
Tarpaulin
on it.
cloak with possible RCM markings is still caught on the rail.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Just jump over the ledge. Come on.
No, no,
He's scared.
that's still too high. What were you thinking? You're not a gymnast, you're a boxer, and you've climbed way too high up there.
Totally different line. Oh, heal yourself quick.
You could have died there.
Shit.
I'm failing you. This wasn't part of our deal.
Hey, what happened?
I'm all right, Kim. I can't do it right now.
I understand. We can always come back when you are feeling.
Put some pants on, I guess.
There's another thing, which you might want to level later or not. You can find another way in too.
Yeah, I'll see if I can get around. Surely there's a way. Can I
Now
say-
that you're one away from death and you have no healing items, you might want to save a bit more diligently
Yeah.
in case you die.
Hello again, officer. How are things?
I'm borrowing your gloves. Doing an autopsy.
An autopsy? Wow. Sure, keep them. I have another pair.
Gotta run.
3 gloves.
Oh, interfacing. Don't mind if I do. Hey, that's your Steam.
Oh, you recognize that?
Yeah, your Steam picture.
Nami le
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
I'm the law.
You sure are, my man. From another planet. Hey there.
What's going on?
It's the jam, my man.
The air from the east is thick with the smell of crude oils, heavy metals, and other byproducts of the modern era. You can almost taste it.
What's the jam?
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating. All around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long haul limbo for days upon days upon days
Limbo, huh?
upon days.
Oh, sorry. That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
It's official. He too agrees. This is the antechamber of the afterlife.
How long you been here?
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Mazoo? Extravagant phrase. I can roll with it.
Yeah, Imagine. It's been a whole week already. So tell me, what do you need?
Got any smokes on you?
Nope. Don't smoke.
Damn.
Some of the other drivers do, though. There's still a few around, waiting for the jam to disperse. Or waiting for the...
Isn't he smoking? You just said I saw him smoke.
What? No, you didn't.
You just saw him pull up a cigarette. What the heck?
Yup. Nothing wrong with that statement.
That's
Your
lollipop.
senses have nothing to add. You'll have to ask around elsewhere.
I guess I'll ask around then.
You could also check the kiosk down the street. Frit. With 3 T's. Revachol's weird.
Better change for a working stiff.
Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay for unfinished work.
They who?
The bosses, man.
What do you
Good
think?
arrangement for them.
Yeah, it sure ain't good for me. Or you. I'd spare a coin or two for a city cop down in his luck. If I had saved 4 myself.
Nothing about the dead man.
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Alright.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
What you hauling?
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Relax. He's merely joking.
Under arrest. I always want a friend in the underworld.
Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. Found runs a nice, clean business. This haul of cargo is mostly sporting goods. You know, tracksuits and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grad and the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately.
Can I get one of those found tracksuits you're hauling?
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
Right. It's your machine?
This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou
Yeah.
and neighboring islands. This one looks roughed up enough to be some sort of found rust bucket. Maybe the A6.
On a Fallon A6 you got there?
Good eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one, but reliable. Me and her spent a long time together.
Right. Another
The
question.
man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
With a strike.
It's like whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands. No way in or out.
What's the union demanding?
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? Forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
What do you think the company wants?
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
He doesn't blame them, but he's not on their side. That's for sure.
Anything else?
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do.
All of who?
Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid.
Whoa.
Not that I blame them, really.
Now you?
Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
This guy's great.
What's better than
He's good.
chasing transient pleasures? The more transient, the better. When one's ended, you can get onto the next one. He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something more and deep beneath a cool exterior.
What do I see in his eyes?
Ease into it. Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
Look at these.
My man, I want to know about your soul. Tommy spilled the beans. What's troubling you?
You really are the law, aren't you? I get that being bluntly observant and inquisitive comes with the territory, but it certainly doesn't help with your conversational skills, does it?
Oof.
That all the
Third one
booze you
would've
got,
worked.
Tony?
Oh, really?
Damn.
I don't know,
Really
maybe.
is
I
hard to
think it
talk,
would have.
man to man.
Don't be a stranger.
Don't be a stranger, but don't ask me about my personal life.
It is like that sometimes though, where like even if you fail, you can still pick some options that will get you sort of success.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods.
Who's
A
this?
silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II, the opulent,
The second?
father
Oh,
of Philip
I was reading too far
IV,
ahead.
the insane."
Yeah.
As you look up, you notice something about the statue. There are some odd indentations on the king's chest piece.
I got
You
this.
might not have
What
seen
did he
that.
do?
If
You
haven't
have no
leveled up
idea
percentage.
what you
Goddamn.
did a week ago. How would you know what this guy did many centuries ago? High above you, the king stands triumphantly oblivious to your memory.
What
trouble.
indentations?
Something with great kinetic energy seems to have impacted the cuirass
Hmm.
around where the heart is.
A bullet.
Someone shot him in the heart. Interesting.
Lieutenant, someone has shot the king. King?
Okay, I can't see it, but I take your word for it.
What do you think?
Well, Martinez is riddled with bullet holes. This place saw a lot of action during the revolution, but the statue is recently renovated, so maybe a joke? Target practice or a political statement?
Maybe it's connected to the murder.
Why not? What this shows us is guns aren't too uncommon here, and people still shoot them, sometimes at kings.
The king stands high above you, surveying the bay, mute and indifferent to your sightings.
Right.
So much lore about the king.
So much freaking lore. Save my game there. Yeah. Alright. End the stream here.